Everybody ready? He's there. The December 10th, 2019 special meeting of the Hawthorne City Council is called to order with all members present. We'll go ahead and this is a special meeting right before our general meeting. So we have some items here that are part of another agency that we need to talk about. Okay. So Mr. Clerk, can you please read the guidelines for oral communications for this special meeting?
Yes, I can. Pursuant to Government Code Section 54954.3, the public shall directly address the legislative body concerning items that have been described in the notice of special meeting.
Okay. Are there any cards for this? No? We're talking about the ones for the, yes. This is the first special meeting. Yeah. Anybody? Sir, go ahead.
Oh, probably.
I can tell if he's going to talk about the item.
My name is Jerry Orleman. I'm a resident of the city of Hawthorne, and I'm here as a U.S. Army veteran, a very proud veteran. I'm wearing about the only hat I have left that says such a thing. But the reason I wanted to get up and say something is because I am so very proud of what this city is doing and what they're referring to as the Corderi Project, the idea of putting affordable housing for veterans and making it available in this city. And I think that's something that the entire city should stand up and be proud to do. And I'm just looking forward to a positive vote this evening, and I thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Anybody else? Okay. Oral communication is close ordered. So we're going to be talking about item number 4, and that's for the veterans housing. We're going to be looking at some of the bids, and we're going to be accepting one of the bids for this project. And this is an item that a couple of years ago, I guess I talked to the city manager. We saw that we had a property that was vacant, and there was a lot of hawks out there that wanted developers that wanted just to come in and build those 100 units that unfortunately seem to have gotten approved previously. So we had the foresight, a discussion with our city manager, and then the rest of the city council started coming on board to target that and designate that as a good quality housing for veterans, limiting it at about 18 units, less than 20. Other than that, the quality of life would have suffered. And unfortunately, a lot of the residents here know that there's situations around the city where there's sick density that just doesn't allow for there to be good quality life, and that preceded us, right? So we wanted to go ahead and proceed accepting these, and I do hope for a positive vote, and I believe we will be getting a good positive vote on item number 4. Mr. City Clerk, can you please read it?
Yes. Selection of a developer in response to City Council's authorized request for proposals issued on October 23rd, 2019 for the sale of the 1415 Corderi parcel for development of a maximum 18-unit affordable veterans rental house project. Recommended motion, authorize and appoint the city manager to act as real property negotiator with respect to price and terms and conditions of selling the real property, to initiate further discussions and negotiations through an exclusive negotiations agreement for the sale and development of the Corderi parcel for veterans rental housing with Century Housing Corporation.
Okay. Does anybody wish to speak on the closed session? Okay. You can talk directly on the item that we're going to talk, that we just talked about. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to, for the record, that we received 3 letters of support for the Corderi project from our Board of Supervisor, Mark Ludi Thompson, and from our Assemblywoman, Autumn Burke, and from the Century Housing Corporation. Thank you.
And the good thing about this, folks, is that a lot of people talk about, oh, we have all this high-density housing. Why can't developers build stuff other than that. Well, if you leave it up to them, they're not going to profit from it. So people talk, why don't you have senior housing? Why don't you have veterans housing? It doesn't happen. So we had the good, foresight to get the bull by the horns and actually just designate this as such. So, right? So,
Yes.
um,
I move to approve.
well, we're not approving
no,
yet. We have
not
to.
yet.
We have to go to the back. Correct? No need
We
anymore.
don't have to.
All right. So move to approve. Second. Please vote.
The vote reflects mayor and city council members voting yes.
Okay. So we have another one that's going to follow. Do I need space? Again? Okay. In the same meeting, correct? Okay, closed session. I'll now recess. So we're going to go to closed session now, correct? Okay, so now we will go ahead and meet in a closed session for a conference pursuant to the agenda. We're in recess. session for a conference pursuant to the agenda. Mr. City Attorney, can you guide us, please?
The city attorney was directed.
That's sufficient?
That's it.
Okay, is there anything further from council members or staff? Okay, we're going to wait approximately 3 to 5 minutes because we have another meeting, which is separate from the general meeting, which is called the successor agency meeting. So we're in recess for 3 to 5 minutes.